Hey everyone, Greg here. Star Trek Discovery is deep into its Mirror Universe story arc, and we thought this is the perfect time to refresh your memory on just what is the Mirror Universe. Now before we get started, make sure to subscribe to GameSpot Universe, where we got you covered for comic deep dives, TV breakdowns, and movie reviews. We have videos on Black Panther on the way, and we got you covered for Netflix's new sci-fi series, Altered Carbon. Now this guide's going to cover all the way up to Discovery's recent episode Vaulting Ambitions, so be warned, there are a few spoilers ahead. Alright, let's jump in. Now before we dive into Trek's Mirror Universe, this is a good time to remind everyone that the Mirror Universe is one of many parallel or alternate universes in Star Trek canon. There are three main types of alternate universes that Trek writers will utilize for whatever the story calls upon. First, there's quantum realities. These are an infinite number of alternate quantum realities, one for every possible outcome for an event that occurs. The best example for this is TNG episode Parallels.
We won't go back. You don't know what it's like in our universe. The Federation's gone, the Borg is everywhere. We're one of the last ships left, please. You've got to help us.
Now this is also where we get the Kelvin timeline. The writers for Abrams' reboot have explained that the alternate reality introduced in the film was a new quantum reality. Next, there's Subspace Domains, which is just an infinite number of parallel universes within subspace. This is famously utilized by the Borg, and is the basis of the Borg collective consciousness. They use neural interlink frequencies to connect the minds of all the drones in the Borg collective.
I believe it's a neural interlink frequency.
A what?
The frequency that integrates the minds of Borg drones.
Okay, still with me?
No.
Alright, let's move on. And finally, there's transdimensional realms. From Wiki, this is a multitude of universes that exist in the same physical space but have a different dimensional structure from one another. This is where we get the most frequent contact between our Prime Universe and the Mirror Universe.
Parallel universe, coexisting with ours on another dimensional plane. Everything's duplicated.
This was coined the Mirror Universe because most of the people who existed in the regular Prime Universe also existed there. Yet their characteristics in the Mirror Universe are often mistrustful, violent, and opportunistic in personality. The Terran Empire is an interstellar government dominated by the Terrans from Earth in the Mirror Universe. We don't know exactly when the Empire began, but it goes way back. It's even suggested that the Terran Empire has gone on for generations before interstellar travel. Gone is the United Federation of Planets, replaced with the Imperial Starfleet with a ruling emperor. Now in Trek canon, there are a few points in history where the Mirror Universe diverges from the Prime Universe. One of the major and earliest differences between the two universes is the first contact between the Vulcans and the humans. First contact took place in 2063, as it did in the Prime Universe. But the Vulcan peaceful introduction was met with the end of Zefram Cochrane's shotgun in the Terran timeline.
Board their ship! Take everything you can!
Now the Terrans would raid the Vulcan ship and use the Vulcan technology at their disposal to expand and conquer other races, including Vulcans, Andorians, and more. Okay, now let's take a look at all the episodes that travel to the Mirror Universe. This video will run down the episodes chronologically in terms of the episode air date, and I will try my hardest not to have an aneurysm while I explain everything. Alright, let's do this.
Captain's log, stardate unknown. During an ion storm, my landing party is beamed back to the Enterprise and found it and the personnel aboard chained. The ship is subtly altered physically. Behavior and discipline has become brutal, savage.
The Mirror Universe was first visited by Captain Kirk and crew in Season 2, episode Mirror Mirror. In the episode, crew members switch places with their Mirror Universe counterparts and must get home while avoiding being discovered by the Mirror Universe crew of the Enterprise. This is where the term Mirror Universe originated its name. And side note, no one has ever said Mirror Universe on screen. Only general terminology has been used of both universes in relation to the other, such as parallel universes or other universes. Next up, the Mirror Universe was later revisited in Deep Space Nine's second season episode Crossover, and turned into a story arc that spanned it all the way into the final season, with 5 Mirror Universe episodes over the course of 5 seasons.
You don't trust me. I'm a little afraid of you. Then you fear yourself. I don't want your fear. I want your love.
Now I'm sure you're wondering where the hell are the TNG and Voyager mirror episodes? Well, there are none. While there are dozens of episodes that involve TNG crew members traveling to parallel universes, The Next Generation never shot an episode in the Terran Empire. Now for those who need their fix of the mirror universe stories in TNG, you can check out IDW's 6-issue comic Mirror Broken. Now all 6 issues came out last year, so you can pick it up right now, but with everything going on Discovery at the moment, will this stay canon? Star Trek Voyager's only reference to the mirror universe can be found in Deep Space Nine Through the Looking Glass episode that had a cameo appearance by Tim Russ as Tuvok. Mirror Tuvok is the only mirror universe counterpart of a Star Trek Voyager regular character to ever appear on screen.
Nonetheless, logic dictates caution in the face of a superior enemy.
Logic isn't going to win us our freedom. We have to take action.
Enterprise had a 2-part Mirror Universe episode called In a Mirror Darkly. This episode took place entirely in the Mirror Universe with Terran Empire Enterprise crew members. Going back to the original series, in 2268, the USS Defiant from the Prime timeline was trapped in interphase in Tholian space and reappeared in the Mirror Universe in 2155.
About 100 years into the future, imagine the technology we can find on that ship. New tactical systems, advanced bioweapons, engines that can reach speeds we can only dream of, all of it ours for the taking.
Mirror Jonathan Archer was able to capture the ship, but since this is the Terran Empire, he was killed by Mirror Hoshisato, who would ultimately use the advanced tech of the Defiant to rule the Terran Empire as the Empress. The Defiant ship was recently mentioned in Discovery, yet there was no mention of Mirror Hoshi as Empress. With that said, let's move on to Discovery.
The cosmos has lost its brilliance. And everywhere I turn, there's fear.
Discovery is currently 4 episodes deep into its Mirror Universe story arc, and the most recent episode may have given a major hint to why the Terrans are so damn evil compared to their Prime Universe counterparts. Okay, just a little warning, if you haven't seen Vaulting Ambitions yet, get out of here because I'm gonna drop a little spoiler, okay? There we go. In the conclusion of the last episode, we learned of a single trait that separates the humans of the 2 parallel universes.
You're sensitive to light.
Only compared to a human from your universe is the singular biological difference between our 2 races.
Now this would suggest that the Terrans' aggressive and violent characteristics could stem from evolution and not a single point of divergence in the past. Inverse believes that the Terrans are actually clinically depressed. Now I would take this with a grain of salt and hope that Discovery writers touch on the light sensitivity a bit more in the coming episodes.
Hey, I doubt it!
Okay!
Alright everybody, that's it for me over here. I have 2 things for you. One, I want to know what you thought of last Sunday's big reveal in the comment section down below, and also let me know what other videos you want me to cover in the future. Whether that's, I don't know, canon after Voyager, or I don't know, the Alpha Quadrant, whatever you want. I'll be back here with Chastity for the final review once the season's wrapped up in a few weeks. Until then, bye guys.